Everybody, welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. So today I'm going to start out with this deck, the Untethered Soul deck by Michael A. Singer, and I shuffled it. So I'm going to pick the card on top. The back of it says Going Beyond, and the message is, you are great. You are a great being who has been given a tremendous opportunity to explore beyond yourself. Okay. So this just makes me think of a whole spiritual journey when I think about exploring beyond ourselves, meaning that when we take the time to get to know our soul, we're moving past the physical realm, past our physical bodies, and connecting with our essence to get to know ourselves more intimately and to create active bond. It's already there. That's why I'm using the word active, right? It's just a remembering, right? Because when we do, we function differently, right? Because we're functioning based on our beliefs, right? Whatever it is that we're believing about ourselves is guiding, right? It's impacting our feelings, it's guiding our actions. And so when we are taking out, the time to use the opportunity that we are afforded to go beyond, then we're able to expand our belief system about ourselves and use that to also guide us, and not just go with the five senses and what we've traditionally been using or taught to use to show up to life with. We have more resources available to us, right? There's our essence, and connecting with that is a beautiful opportunity. So when we give ourselves that opportunity, we give ourselves more tools that we can bring to the table of life with us, so it's expanding us. So let's see, before I go any further, I also want to pick a word from my bag of words to see what else I feel inspired to share and add to this message. But I'm loving that card because it is a game changer when we do acknowledge and take into account our soul. All right, so I got two words. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Okay, so empower and love. Okay, so I'm going to start with love, because love is what we are at our core, and love is it's our essence. And when we are connected, are connecting with our essence, we show up with more love. We give more love to ourselves, and we give that to others. And we create more peace from that space, because when we are filling our cup up with love and we are feeling good, we show up kinder, we show up lighter. We don't doubt ourselves as much. We don't second guess ourselves as much. We feel confident in this knowing of who we are, and in this space of love. We feel this nurture from our soul, and we feel good about that, and that leads to a more empowering state of being, so it empowers us, because instead of showing up scared, hesitant, doubtful, and so forth, we are showing up more empowered, and we are from shining our light, we are opening ourselves up to a more peaceful existence and a more joyful existence, because we're focusing on all this good feeling, as opposed to what we don't have and how hard things are for us. Because when we're focusing on what we don't have, or how hard things are for us, we deplete ourselves. And that's not to say, that if there's something that needs to be changed, we can acknowledge that. We can acknowledge it, but how we perceive it is the issue at hand. In other words, we can acknowledge that this job, let's say for example, doesn't feel fulfilling. We can acknowledge that, and we can come up with a plan about in which direction we want to go in, and what we can do to bring ourselves into that direction. What steps can we take? But I'm talking about, if we find ourselves, saying to ourselves, I hate this job, my life sucks, I'm only doing this job for money. When we start going into that headspace, now that's different, and we start feeling yucky inside, as opposed to acknowledging it but not thinking of it as a horrible thing. Instead, it's something that isn't really feeling in alignment for us and with us. So we are wanting to make a change with it. We acknowledge that. We can use that to learn from it. In other words, if we're also, thinking, well, how did I even, end up applying for this job? Then we can learn from that. We don't have to ask ourselves that, but if we do, we learn from it as well. But at all times, moving towards, right, acknowledging, learning, and planning, as opposed to this mental space of complaints and resenting and hating what is, because that just makes us feel yucky, and it doesn't really allow us to move forward. And when we feel yucky, we actually feel more stuck. When, right, we go the other direction, we open up opportunities for ourselves. So that's the difference between both spaces. So we want to, right, show up in joy, right, and in gratitude for what is, and moving, right, and using that, right, as a learning opportunity, and then moving in the direction that we want to go in. So when we are in that space where we're, feeling that love and acknowledging our essence and connecting right with that part of ourselves and filling ourselves up with this love and joy, then yes, we are empowered, and we are not depleting ourselves. And like I said, it's not a way to just overlook something. It's a way to think of it differently. And that's the game changer for us. And that's how we empower ourselves to create more of what we want, as opposed to what we don't want, or keeping ourselves in the same cycle, which doesn't feel good. All right, so I'm going to end with that. I hope that this video helped you in some way. If it did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified when I upload further videos. It also helps my channel grow. And if you want to find out more about the work that I'm doing, just look down at the description below. It has my website information and so forth. And yeah, you can go and check that out if you feel called to. All right, I'm going to end there, and have a beautiful day. Bye for now.